terdampak banjir.
Hello friends! You're on the Last Days channel. Thank you so much for your engagement and support. And so, a review of events for December 8th and 9th. Cuautla, Mexico. An earthquake with magnitude 5.7 has occurred in Mexico. In the European Mediterranean Seismological Center reported that the epicenter of tremors was located 47 kilometers to the southeast of the city of Cuautla with a population of about 154,000 people. The source lay at a depth of 10 kilometers. The shaking was felt by residents of the capital Mexico City. There howled sirens. Thousands of people rushed out of buildings and into the streets. Despite the panic, according to the president, the tremors did not cause any damage. There is no information about dead or injured people. Gaziantep, Turkey. After heavy rains flooded the city of Gaziantep in the south of the country. Precipitation was so abundant that in just a couple of hours, according to forecasters, fell about 65 liters of rain per square meter. Because of this amount of rainfall, part of the neighborhoods went underwater along with houses, roads, and cars. One of the underground tunnels was completely flooded. Cars almost up to their roofs went underwater. By Saturday morning, the authorities reported that the evacuation of cars was almost complete. Road sections that had to be temporarily blocked are open. But forecasters promise that Gaziantep will be hit by heavy rain again today. Authorities are asking residents to avoid traveling by private vehicles and to be careful. Hokkaido, Japan. Huge amounts of dead fish have landed on Japan's north coast. Social media users have expressed strong concerns about dead fish in Japan, linking it to the release of water from Japan's emergency Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant. According to radiological surveys conducted by Primaries Rospotrebnadzor from November 25 to December 1 inclusive, the radiation situation in the region is within normal limits. Japanese media reports that the line of dead sardines and mackerel stretched for several kilometers along the coast of the Sea of Okhotsk. For Japan, this is not the first case. In January this year on the beaches of 3 cities on the island of Hokkaido were also seen drifting to the shore carcasses of dead sardines. Hokkaido authorities are looking into the situation. Buryatia, Russia. A strong snowstorm has hit Buryatia. In some areas due to the snowstorm visibility decreased to almost zero. Due to bad weather, a bridge over the Bardyuzin River was blocked, which caused a multi-kilometer queue of cars on the highway. People showed willingness to help government services and even got creative with snow removal. Later, additional lanes of the road were opened. In the Republic, the frost has already reached -30 degrees Celsius. Nairobi, Africa. A major fire broke out in a furniture store in the suburb of Roysambu, in the Kasarani area of Nairobi. The fire continues to spread, destroying a significant amount of furniture. No fatalities or injuries have yet been reported. Yucatan, Sinanch, Mexico. Sinanch, a small town in southeastern Mexico, has experienced a locust infestation. According to information, this week kilometer-long clouds of locusts filled the skies over the state of Yucatan, flying over shopping plazas, crashing into the windows of apartment complexes and devouring everything green in their path. Melbourne, Australia. A powerful explosion and heavy fire occurred in the vicinity of Melbourne, Australia. An industrial warehouse caught fire, and due to strong winds, the fire spread quickly. On the territory of the paint factory, something exploded, and the flames erupted for several dozen meters. A column of black smoke was visible from far away. The authorities declared a state of high alert for residents of nearby towns. It took rescuers several hours to put out the flames. 4 people were injured and hospitalized. 2 of them were firefighters. One of the workers is missing. The causes of the fire are still unclear. Central and East Java, Indonesia. Heavy torrential rains that have fallen on Indonesia have led to the rise of rivers and floods in a number of regions of the country. Central and East Java, Semarang, Jakarta, Sungai Alat village and South Kalimantan were badly affected. Roads were destroyed, bridges were washed away. Strong water flows have caused buildings to wash away and collapse. The authorities are evacuating the population in particularly affected areas. Karachi, Pakistan. In Pakistan, in the port city of Karachi, a shopping center caught fire. The flames quickly engulfed almost the entire multi-story building. All visitors were evacuated. 3 people are known to have died. Another 2 victims were taken to hospital with severe burns. According to local media, the fire broke out in a furniture store and then quickly spread across the floor. Black clouds of smoke were visible for tens of kilometers. A few hours later, the fire was extinguished. What caused the fire is unknown. The police are working on the site. Local residents are frightened because a few days ago in the same city an office building caught fire, where 11 people died. Yanbu, Saudi Arabia. In the west of Saudi Arabia, there are heavy rains. This time seriously affected the city of Yanbu, with a population of 300,000 people. As a result of flooding blocked roads, which led to traffic congestion. Dozens of schools are closed in the city. There are problems with power supply. Authorities are urging the population not to leave their homes without an urgent need. Heavy downpour also continues between the towns of Al-Shawaki and Hafar al-Batin. Somalia. Due to the catastrophic effects of the floods in Somalia, more than 1.5 million people are in dire need of emergency assistance. They continue to struggle with hunger and lack of basic necessities. The number of dead due to bad weather has reached 180 people, and about 750,000 more remain without shelter. Such data are given in the UN Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs. Most of all the damage was suffered by residents of the eastern part of the country. Houses, roads, and bridges were destroyed in the region. Asunción, Paraguay. Due to heavy rains, heavy flooding continues in the streets in the city of Asunción, the capital of Paraguay. Dozens of streets and roads are underwater. Severely flooded low-lying areas. Evacuation of residents was necessary in some of them. One man was nearly swept away by the raging current. The video, shared by eyewitnesses on social networks, shows that the man began to drown. 3 men rescued him, pulling him out of the trap. Technologies. UN experts have concluded that cryptocurrency mining contributes to the emission of carbon dioxide. Only from 2020 to 2021, more than 85 million tons of carbon dioxide entered the atmosphere. At the same time, humanity has lost access to 1 billion tons of drinking water. But how can online mining affect the environment? It turns out that the global Bitcoin mining network consumed about 173 terawatts of electricity during mining. If this network were a country, it would rank 27th in the world in energy consumption and would be comparable to Pakistan in this. The top 10 cryptocurrency emitters include the United States, Canada, Kazakhstan, China, Russia, Malaysia, and Singapore. The top 10 Bitcoin-producing countries account for about 92 to 94% of the carbon dioxide emissions and water losses associated with cryptocurrency generation. Scientists have yet to offer a solution to this problem, but believe that cryptocurrency will soon become a big problem for mankind.